Hi, hello. This is Jess from Lustrous Plants, and I'm back with another journaling video. I'm doing voiceovers back to back, so um, we'll see how coherent it is. I struggle to like talk for a long time in general, but doing two video voiceovers in the same day is a lot. So, yay. This time I'm using a decorative kit from Sadie Stickers. This was her August mystery, which is funny now that I think about it because my last video was the Pretty Pinko August mystery in action. But I wanted to do a spread that didn't really have anything to do with like my monthly setup in my journal because I've been really having fun just like playing with stickers in here and not really like necessarily like serving a purpose with them. This spread, it turns out, does serve a purpose because I was creating a self-care bingo spread. Um, but the main goal was just to have fun with stickers, honestly. Um, if you've never heard of a self-care bingo spread, it's pretty common for bullet journals, but I've seen Tay of Shantae Plans doing them most frequently, and she crushes it every time. I 100% got this idea from her. And I wanted to do it specifically for the month of November because as a shop owner, um, November is probably the craziest, busiest month of the year with Black Friday and setting your goals up for the next year and all that stuff. It all coincides in these last couple months of the year. So I've definitely like experienced burnout around this time of the year, like pretty much every year since we opened the shop, because I don't manage my time very well and I stress myself out even though I don't need to. That's just, my personality. But I wanted to use this opportunity to create a self-care bingo spread to try and remind myself to slow down and take moments for myself, instead of just stressing constantly about work because it'll all get done. Everything will be okay. Like, I just have to remind myself of that sometimes. So, this will be a nice way to do that for myself because, in creating a self care bingo spread, the goal isn't necessarily to like get bingo, but more to just like take time to do things on the list that, like make you slow down, reflect, and like disconnect from the stress in your life. So, that's the plan with this. So far, um, I finished the spread like maybe a week ago, and so far I've done, I think, three or four things on the list. So it has been nice to refer to, and it's honestly just really satisfying to highlight the things that I've done. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think I'll keep doing it going forward. I might like modify it if, more for like goals or something. Because the self care part is more just for months like this where I need to like remind myself to do that stuff. But I could see this also working well for like monthly goals, just little things that you want to accomplish throughout the month that you don't necessarily like need to make like checklists for, but just little things that you may forget to do otherwise. So we'll see. I might modify it in the future, but for this month, it's self care oriented. I'm using, like I said, the Sadie Stickers August Mystery Collection, which is like gold, and I didn't necessarily like want to use it at first because I was nervous too, because it's so beautiful and perfect, and I think it was her first kit in the reformat. She does mystery collections every month, and I'm not signed up for the subscription, but you can do it month by month. But when I saw the mood board for August, I like freaked out and signed up for it. But I got the weekly kit. My mom was signed up for the decorative kit and didn't end up loving the color scheme, so she gifted it to me. And I am obsessed with it. I think it's just gorgeous. Like the colors, the vibe, everything, so pretty. Um, so yeah, I was hesitant to use it because it's so pretty and I didn't want to ruin it. And, like once the stickers are used, they're gone. But that's something I'm working on, like letting go of that fear and just using what I have, because what else are the stickers for? I went on a little spiel about that in my last video. Um, but yeah, this is me trying to like get out of my comfort zone and use more of my stickers. So I decided to create this self-care bingo spread after my November monthly setup in my bullet journal, because it's good timing for it. And I really love how it came out. The stickers, or the letters you see me putting down, I created for myself. Um, I don't know if anyone remembers our, like, my job, Paper Trail Plans, had an August. Wow, August is the main theme here. We did an August decorative collection as well. Um, but our theme was academia, and there's a calendar page in that collection that has August spelled out in these letter types. They're like ornate garden letters. I don't really know what to call them, but they're really pretty. And we wanted to bring them to the shop back when we did that for the August collection, but we foil tested them and they did not foil well because they're super detailed, and just really intricate designs. So we kind of like put it on the back burner, but I remembered them for this because it felt like the ornate patterns in the text would go well with the vibe of this kit, and also really well with these foiled washi strips that you see me pulling up right now. Those are from Panda Bird Design, and they're like really like curly, flourishy. I don't know what the right word is, but they're like her autumn flourish divider washi or something. I'll put the name up on the screen. I can't remember what they're called. But it felt like the details in the letters would match really well with that and the kit in general. So I made a set for myself just saying self care bingo, but I think we are going to try to bring them to the shop for Black Friday. Um, Probably not in our traditional colors, because those colors are pretty light, and with all the details in the color or in the letters, like I think that would get lost in translation with lighter colors. So we'll see what colors we bring. But if you have any suggestions, you can drop them in the comments. um, yeah, so I made these letters for myself, and I love how they look on the page. Tay mentioned that they kind of look like Scrabble letters, and she's not wrong. They're just like fancy Scrabble letters, I guess. But yeah, I really love them. I'm also pulling in foiled grid pieces, I guess, from Sadie stickers. They're kind of tucked behind some of the clip art because there's a heavy like grid pattern theme in this decorative kit. If you look closely at some of the clip art, it's like pre-layered, which is really fun. That's a new thing that Alicia brought to her kits, with her reformat, which I love. It just adds something to the stickers because you don't necessarily have to layer everything yourself. There's a lot of pre-layered stuff, which is really fun to me. Um, so I tried to lean into the grid theme, and I really like how it turned out. Now I'm moving on to, well, in just a second, yeah, I'm moving on to another spread because I didn't really know what to do with the other side of the spread at first, but then Tay had just uploaded this tutorial for creating a pocket spread in your journal, which I'll link in the description and have like a little card for in the video that you can click to if you haven't seen it. It's super helpful. Tay's been creating these really amazing pocket spreads, where basically she like cuts a slit in the page and you can like put a little like insert into it and create a pocket basically. So I tried that out for myself because I'm just fully copying her at this point and I'm loving every second of it. Um, and I honestly am pretty obsessed with how this side of the spread turned out. Like I love both sides of the spread. But something about the collage that I created behind this pocket is just, every time I look at it, I kind of like freak out because I'm in love with it. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself right now. But right now I'm creating the insert that's going to go into the pocket. That fashion doll I printed myself from some clip art I had saved from Etsy. And I layered a piece, like a collage piece from the deco kit behind it. And then I am kind of layering some smaller clip art to go in the corner with some alcohol ink from my shop, paper clip plans. Um, and yeah, I'm just creating this little insert. I wasn't sure at first, like, what the pocket was actually going to be for because I had already created the self-care bingo side of things and wasn't really sure what would coordinate well with that. Tay typically uses these pocket inserts for more like personal information that she doesn't necessarily want to show when she's showing off her journal or like giving examples in her journal, which I totally understand. Like, that's the balance I'm still trying to find too with journaling. Like, I really enjoy creating these spreads, but once I write in them, I don't want to show them again because I don't want the whole world knowing my business. So these pockets create like a really good opportunity to decorate still and make like a really fun spread, but then keep your personal information more private because you don't necessarily have to show what's on the insert in the pocket. Um, so with that in mind, I decided to use it for my Black Friday stats, like shop stats, because I do have a Shopify website and we do a Black Friday release every year. So I thought it would be fun to use this little insert to kind of compare sales from previous years to this year. Maybe like track what our most popular selling items are this year, just that kind of stuff. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to put on it at this point, but after Black Friday, I'll go in and like look at my analytics and decide what I want to include. I just thought it would be something fun to mention on this page because like Black Friday is in November and it felt relevant to this area in my bullet journal. So that's my plan. And I do later go in and add the word stats to the insert, but um, if anything changes, I can always like change that, but we'll see. Right now you see me, I cut a hole in the page a la Tay's video. And now I'm taking her suggestion to line the backside of the hole in the page just to kind of reinforce it and make it stronger. She recommends that so you don't tear the page every time you insert the pocket, which is very smart because I wouldn't have thought to do that. I'm using this glue pen to glue that page to the following page, which creates the actual like pocket. Um, and I'm dry fitting the, well, I guess not dry fitting. I'm just fitting the pocket or insert to make sure that it fits, and it does. So that was lucky. I did cut the page a little too far on the left side, which you see there, and now I'm going back and deciding how I'm going to cover that up because I don't want that to show. Um, I don't know what I was thinking when I cut that so far, but that's what stickers are for, to cover up our mistakes. So now I'm going back in with the papaya colorway from my shop, our washi sampler to line the outside of the hole. Um, this was one of our summer colorways, but it actually worked really nicely with this collection. And the washi you see on the bottom, which is on the left side of the frame right now, that is the cherry blossom colorway from our shop, which is like a classic color that we always have in the shop. But unfortunately, our summer one is discontinued now, so sorry. Um, I'm going back in with the washi from the deco kit and layering a bunch of alcohol ink from my shop behind it, just to kind of like add some dimension there because it felt too stark to just do the layered washi with like the white background. I don't know. I'm not sure how much impact it actually has, but I enjoyed doing it. The red alcohol ink that I'm pulling in is also from our summer colorway, actually, the strawberry colorway. But I thought it also worked nicely with this collection, so I went for it. We also have like a rust color for the fall colorway, but it's more like orange toned. So I wanted to kind of like lean into like plum and um, pinkish purple red colors with this one. So yeah, I'm lining the bottom of that washi with um, more of the Sadie Stickers thin dot washi. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the same washi I used to line the self-care bingo on the left side of the page. Now I'm very methodically deciding where to put this lace doily from my shop. It's in the gourd colorway, which is like the orange one in our fall collection. And I wanted to do that and kind of like break up all the pattern from the collages in the Sadie Stickers kit because like while it's beautiful, it's very busy. And since I'm layering this behind her head, I wanted to like have an anchor point of sorts, where her actual head is. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I like how it looks. It's kind of like a halo. So now that that's on the page, I'm going back in and like creating the actual collage here. Um, you'll see me pull the insert in and out of the pocket like constantly because I'm trying to make sure everything like lines up and what's visible like with the pocket insert on top is kind of different from what's visible when you take the pocket out or the insert out. Because I wanted it to be, you know, like a nice collage on its own, like without the insert in front, if that makes sense. So the insert covers up a lot of the collage, but it's also like you don't need the insert to enjoy the visuals. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it's standalone, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So there's me kind of playing around with what to put in that little section, but then I decided to just finish out the base before I add to the collage because I try to like create layers with like the alcohol ink on the bottom, some elements from the deco kit on top of that, and then foil on top of that. So it was a whole process and I got a little ahead of myself. These pumpkin film strips are from the Pretty Pink Co. And if you're watching this weekend, now is your last warning. They are leaving they're leaving the Pretty Pink Co. shop after Sunday the 17th. So run and grab those if you don't have them already. I'm obsessed with them. I've been pulling them in everywhere. Um, yeah, they're amazing. So I'm kind of layering stuff and putting foil all around. In hindsight, I do feel like I added maybe too much foil, just generally speaking. Um, but that might just be because the Sadie Stickers collection is already foiled. Some of the sheets in it, at least, including that collage that's on the left side. So it's just a lot to look at, but who doesn't love a good pop of foil? So I think it all worked out in the end. I used a little torn paper piece to kind of like ground the collage because right now it's just a lot of clip art and it's pretty intense. Um, I don't know how successful that was because there's text on the torn paper too, so it's still a lot to look at. But now I'm playing around with like what layers to put on top of each other. Um, and yeah, so that's basically all I have to say for the collage part of the spread. Coming up, I'm gonna be using Nib and Fleur's like ink swatches as a backdrop for my text that says Black Friday. So you'll see that in a bit, but that's basically all that I have to like comment on for this spread. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the voiceover here. Um, Let me know what you think of this, and if you are curious about trying this kind of thing in your journal. Let's all petition Tay to like, keep creating these tutorials because they're endlessly inspiring and I like get the itch to try them out every time I see them. So Tay, keep them coming, please. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.